So in this video, let's see what is penetration testing. So this penetration testing is also known as pen test. To say this in simple words, it's one of the simulated cybersecurity attack against your system or against your uh, organization to check exposed vulnerabilities. So here we commonly use this penetration testing to check any flaws or to check any loopholes in your system. So basically here we will attempt to breach your application or your system using APIs to see which are all the loopholes. So why this penetration testing is helpful? So as I said, pen testing or penetration testing, it just involves breaching any of the number of application systems. Example, uh, can say application protocol interface APIs or front end or back end servers. So we usually breach the systems to uncover vulnerabilities, such as maybe unusual inputs, which can be subjected to code infections. So pen testing evaluates the security of the system by simulating cyber attacks to identify vulnerabilities. So it is important we keep on checking this so that if there is any potential risk, we can identify beforehand. Okay, now let's see what are the stages in penetration testing. So this pen testing, it can be broken down into 5 stages. The first one, planning and reconnaissance. So this is the first stage, planning and reconnaissance. So here, this step, it just involves, so we'll basically define the goals, define the scope maybe, define the scope and uh, goals to test. So this also includes the systems to be addressed and the testing methods to be used. So basically here, the reconnaissance is also there. So we will gather intelligence. Example, domain names, mail servers, network, everything. So just to have a better understanding of our target system and to identify potential vulnerabilities. Your second step is scanning. So the next step is to understand how the target application will respond to various intrusion. So basically here we'll try to understand the response to various intrusions. So here we'll perform static analysis. So in static analysis, we'll just inspect the application code and we'll just try to estimate how it behaves while running. So, and the second one we'll do is maybe dynamic analysis. So in dynamic analysis, we'll inspect application code in the running stage. So this is a more practical way of scanning as it provides a real-time view of application performance. Then your third step is gaining access. So here, in this stage, what we'll do is we will try to gain the system access. So I was talking about gaining access. So here, this stage, we'll use web application attacks, or we can also use SQL injection attacks, and backdoors. So we can use all these techniques to uncover targets vulnerabilities. So here we can try and exploit these vulnerabilities by stealing data or intercepting the traffic to understand the damage that can be caused. Then your fourth step is maintaining access. So the main goal of this stage is to see if the vulnerability can be used to achieve persistence in the exploiting system. So basically, can we have a long enough access to gain in-depth data? So here we'll just use to the idea here is to intimate advanced persistent threats. So here using APTs, advanced persistent threats, we can just use this to remain in the system for months in order to steal sensitive data. Then at last, the fifth one is analysis. So the result of penetration testing or pen testing are almost, we're just trying to create a report of it. So in the report, we'll mention the specific vulnerabilities that were exploited. Then we'll also mention what is the sensitive data that we could get, with that we could access. And third one, we'll also mention the amount of time or the amount of time that was taken to break into the system and the amount of time we were able to access the system. So using this information, a security personnel, they can just help to configure the organization settings and other application settings to protect against future attacks. So this was a quick introduction to penetration testing. Thank you.